Well, hey everybody, it's Friday yet again. I'm sorry I didn't get a cooking video up this week. My schedule just kind of fell apart at the beginning of the week. Had a doctor's appointment and a few other things that had to get done, and before I realized it, time had gotten away from me. So I apologize, but do my darndest to have one out for you next week. So let's get down to business this week, shall we? Because you know what a serious guy I am, right? Gotta stick to the schedule. Alrighty, so our shoutouts this week are for two very good channels. The first one is Pom Z, or if you're from the States, it would be Pom Z, but Pom-Z. And he does a channel about metals, precious metals and casting, and very, very interesting, really worth watching. So check out Pom Z, or Z. The second one is Arnold Will. And Arnold does a vlog about life and about his cats, and just a really likable fella. So I encourage you to go over there and show him some love and support his channel as well. So that's Pom Z, or Z if you're in the States, and Arnold Will. And as always, I'll put links in the description so you can check them out. All right, now, as you know from last time, the majority of people, in fact, I think it was almost unanimous, except for one person that said they didn't really mind what I did. It was my channel. But the majority of people said stories, we want stories, and again, like historical things. So today we're going to have a look at blue jeans. And the originator of the blue jeans, of course, was Levi Strauss. And we all are familiar with Levi's. I remember being shocked and horrified when the Levi's that I wore quite frequently as a teenager, which I paid about $8 a pair for, suddenly jumped up to the mid-20s because they had suddenly become a fashionable thing to wear. And anyway, let's get to the story behind Levi Strauss and his company. It says, when Levi Strauss sold his first pair of jeans, they were not blue and they were not denim. He was 21 years of age, a recent immigrant from Bavaria, when he landed in San Francisco in 1850 with gold on his mind. His brothers back east had grub-staked him to buy some dry goods and bolts of canvas, which the young Levi intended to sell as tents and wagon tops. And by doing so, he was planning to raise enough cash to buy himself a claim. Legend has it that a single encounter with a disgruntled miner changed his career. Eyeing the goods, the miner allowed as how Levi should have bought pants. Pants, he said. Don't wear worth a hoot up in the diggins. In short order, that miner had the toughest pair of brown canvas pants in the West. Soon other prospectors came around looking for those pants of Levi's, and he had a name for his product. Within a few years, he switched from canvas to French denim, reputed to be the strongest fabric in the world, and later he added the indigo dye that puts the blue in blue jeans. Meanwhile, Jacob Davis, a tailor in Carson City, Nevada, came up with the idea of copper-riveted pockets. Miners kept clunking ore into their pockets and ripping them out. One day, after having repaired the same miner's pockets several times, the tailor sneaked off to the harness shop and reinforced the seams with copper rivets. Davis knew he had a good thing, so he went down to see Levi Strauss in San Francisco. The two men took out a patent on riveted pockets. Strauss developed the first and largest garment-making business west of the Mississippi River, and his reputation for probity and public-spiritedness became a San Francisco legend. You can buy Levi's pants for $1, but you can't buy Levi Strauss for $1 million, it was said. As a philanthropist, Strauss established 28 scholarships at the University of California and privately helped many young people on their way. An astute businessman dedicated to the development of his city, Levi was director and board member of many companies and encouraged the building of railroads. Strauss remained true to his Jewish religion. Though he never married, he lived surrounded by his nephews and their families. Upon his death in 1902, the nephews inherited the company. Today, Levi Strauss & Company is the largest apparel manufacturer in the world. In recent times, Levi's have been regarded as everything from a symbol of protest to haute couture. But Strauss intended them as work pants, tough enough for the cowboys, miners, and railroad men who were helping to build the nation. The pants were still tough today. One modern construction worker, perched upon a 52-story building in Fort Worth, Texas, got hooked in the pocket of his Levi's by a crane that swung him out over eternity. I thought I was gone, but the hook had me caught so that the Levi's didn't rip until another man got me to safety, wrote the satisfied gentleman in gratitude to the Levi Strauss Company. So there you have it, the history or the story behind Levi Strauss. He intended to be a tent and wagon top maker in order to earn money to buy himself a claim and make his fortune in gold. And instead, he ended up making his fortune making trousers. So that's the history behind Levi's blue jeans. There you go. And all others that have come along since are copiers, apers, whatever term you want to use. But they saw a good thing and followed on. I think the patent on the riveted pockets must have ended because I'm currently wearing a pair of Wranglers and they have copper riveted pocket joints too. So I don't think they'd get away with that if Strauss still had the sole ownership to that thing. Well, now the moment you've been waiting for. Yeah, that was interesting, you said. Enjoyed learning about Levi Strauss and his blue jeans, but let's get to the real nitty-gritty, down to the bare tacks. Let's get to the whole point of Friday's video, the Groaner of the Week. Right? No, not so fast. If there's something you would like to know the background or the backstory on, let me know. Leave something in the comments. I can't guarantee I'll be able to find out for you, but I will do my darndest. So if you have any suggestions of something you would like to know more about, like I say, leave a comment in the comment section. I am currently sitting at 472 subscribers, and so we're working our way towards 500 here. It's a long, slow journey. And when we get to 500, if you remember at 250, I did my giveaway for 250. I'll be doing one for 500. And when I get closer to that number, I'll give you more details about how we're going to go about doing that. But we'll have some really nice prizes or giveaway gifts for 500 subscribers. So now we can get down to the serious business of the Groaner of the Week. Well, there was a little prospector back in the California gold rush days, and this little fella, not real tall, he was just barely cleared 5 feet in his stocking feet. But he just got himself a nice brand new pair of shoes. He just come back into town, sold off some of his diggings, and bought himself a new pair of shoes. And he walked into the saloon to quench his thirst, and there's a couple of Texas cowboys leaning up against the bar. And they're talking to each other, and it was obvious where they're from, just from that nice, that Texan drawl, right? You can identify a Texan anywhere. And one Texan looks over at this little short guy and goes, "Watch this. I'm going to make that fella dance." Another guy goes, "I bet you can't." He says, "I'll bet you $5 I can." "I bet you can't." "Okay, put your money up." So they both put $5 on the counter, and the bartender's going to hold it for him, give it to the winner. So the big Texan walks over to this little guy and says, "Where are you from, mister? You're not from around here." The little fella says, No, I'm from Boston. I'm from back east." "I figured as much." And you, sir, you sound like you're from Texas." "That's right, and don't you forget it. Biggest state in the Union. That's Texas." "Oh, that's really nice, sir. You're a big man." "Yeah, we grow 'em big in Texas," the Texan says. "Now I got a question for you, little fella." "Yes, sir. What's that?" "Can you dance?" "Well, no, sir. I got 2 left feet. I've never been a good dancer, sir. No, can't dance. No." "Well, son, I'm going to teach you how to dance." "You are, sir?" "Yep. You just watch. Before you leave this saloon, you'll be dancing like a ballerina." And with that, he pulls out his revolver and starts shooting around the little fella's feet. And the guy's jumping and hopping and skipping and heads right for the door of the saloon and skipping and jumping and moving around and twirling, and out the door he goes. And the Texan just starts laughing. He walks over to the bar and says, "There, see, I told you I could teach him how to dance. Give me my $10. So the bartender hands it over. Well, a little while later, the Texan's had all he wants, and he heads out the door of the saloon, and he just barely steps out the batwing doors onto the boardwalk, and he hears the click as the hammer of a gun is drawn back. And he turns in the direction of the sound, and he's looking down the barrel of the biggest shotgun he's ever seen in his life. And at the other end of the shotgun is the little fella from Boston. And the little fella says to the Texan, "Hey, mister, have you ever kissed a mule?" And the quick-thinking Texan says, "No, but I've always wanted to." Groan. So there you go. There's your Groaner of the week. That one is a groaner. All right, folks, until next week, take care. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. God bless you. And we'll see you on Tuesday for our culinary video. I'm not going to say cooking because we may not be actually cooking anything or baking anything this time, but we're going to make food. So it'll be a culinary video on Tuesday. So I encourage you to stop by for Tuesday's video and see what we make. Until then, stay safe and God bless.